I found another good one. This is like a round robin thing. So, like, one person starts another sentence, and then the person next to you writes another one, and then you go, like, all around the table. So, eventually, you end up with this paper. This one turned out very crazy. So, here we go. Tragically, the sword clangs to the brick floor of the castle, echoing through the empty halls, while John starts screaming because a mouse ran across his shoe. Running through the hall, John chases the mouse. And violently, John grabs the mouse, tearing it in half. Blood and gore gushes out of the mouse, though it is not yet dead. Now in pieces, the red-eyed mouse runs after John and viciously rips John's leg off and starts mauling the meaty right leg. Then Camilla runs out of nearby chambers screaming. With an axe raised over her head, she chops the mouse's head off and then decapitates John to put him out of his misery. Okay, here's another one. Me and my friend wrote this. So, it's called How a Rabbit Did the Work of the Devil. Okay. Excitedly, 9-year-old Joshua points at the adorable malted brown rabbit. The store attendant leisurely takes the fuzzy rabbit out of the cage and places it into a box. On the drive home, the little boy keeps peeking in on his new friend. Annoyed by the opening of its box, the rabbit becomes angry. The rabbit secretly begins to plan his attack on his new master. Arriving home, Joshua takes the rabbit out of the box to play and introduce him to his new home. As Joshua watches the rabbit happily bouncing around the kitchen, or so it seemed, he decides to name him Mr. McBounce-and-Smile. While Joshua observes him and chooses his name, Mr. McBounce-and-Smile's eyes gleam with hatred for the little boy, and he prepares to fulfill his devious plans. And not only to eradicate this nuisance in a subtle way, but where to put the body is another question entirely, thinks Mr. McBounce-and-Smile in his Scottish accent. It gets better. Suddenly, Joshua finds the adorable rabbit glaring up at him with red eyes. Before Joshua can scream, Mr. McBounce-and-Smile lunges for his throat and puts his front right paw into his mouth to muffle the screams. Chewing at the boy viciously, Mr. McBounce-and-Smile kills the boy, saying snidely in a gnarled, raspy voice, I hate it when my box is opened by annoying little boys. Joshua's mother busily arranges the laundry, so she has no idea the adorable little fluffy rabbit she just brought home did the devil's work. Okay, what other ones? Ooh, The Return of the Hamster. That was a good one. So she told us to write a story about a pet and something funny that really happened, but no funny stories really happened except all about fish and everything. So me and my friend wrote this one and we got an A on it. So pretty much the hamster hides and it comes back squeaky in a tissue box. Sounds real, doesn't it? Ooh. Oh, this is a good one. We were supposed to describe a food that we either loved or hated, so I chose hated, and I got a hard-boiled egg. So, distinctly, the putrid odor of boiled egg penetrates my senses like a nightmare. Smooth and gleaming, the deflated ball-like structure shines up through the water as though it is harmless. Oh, yeah, no, nothing's gonna happen. The white deformed sphere, with its pure angelic appearance, lays deceivingly on its plate, waiting to choke someone should he dare venture to eat the foul devil. The rotten, doughy interior of the rubbery, deformed orb tastes like smelly socks. The so-called delicacy, with its smooth, alluring white exterior and soft, puffy yellow interior, deceives anyone who passes by. Beware, I say, for the hard-boiled egg remains but an instrument of torture for the starving innocent. It is true, I cannot tell a lie. Well, I can, but not now. Pet? Oh, one of my romantic ones. Okay, this is a cute one. An autumn night passing into winter. We were told to describe, something that had to do with weather or outdoorsy. No people, no dialogue. Swift and silent, the earring, nipping wind stirs the crimson leaves around empty meadows. Gently shuddering, the trees release their leaves like sand blown from a hand to the four icy winds. Unaccompanied, the moon watches the world with gently piercing light as it observes the meanderings of flittering objects which lurk in shadow. As unpredictable as a hurricane, the wind comes to a frighteningly sudden halt. All is still and silent. Quietly, one by one, the snowflakes float from the black, starless sky to rest upon the golden and crimson leaves. Autumn has passed away into winter, where cold and ice shall reign, and what the heck? Okay, one of my friends wrote, and the orcs in Mordor are once again releasing the Uruk-hai to once again advance on the Middle Kingdom. Okay. Note to self, don't let your crazy friends touch your papers. Okay, I think that's it for the day. Bye bye.